Hey Mary, this is Philip Gray. Nice to meet you. I really enjoyed watching your video on the discussion board thread. The topic being Christian worldview and psychopathology. I like how you define psychopathology as the diagnosis of a mental illness or disorder, abnormalities. I know our textbook also defined it as the field concerned with the nature, development, and treatment of psychological disorders. I like that definition as well. Yours was cool too. You mentioned that not many, that even with that definition, that having your Christian worldview would not change. And I noticed you also said that you couldn't find much to say about abnormality in the Bible, and I like how you used your term rebelling against society. There was a Christian rapper named Lecrae. They had an album called Rebel, and basically the whole album was, and that song Rebel was just talking about rebelling against society, like not having sex before your marriage, following Christ, being moral, just trying to do the right thing, not doing drugs, being that is abnormal to society. And there's some cool stories in the Bible about it's not normal that Paul, which is ironic that Paul, that was Saul, that God had met him on the road to Damascus, that he had been partaking in, murdering Christians, and putting them in prison, and even held Stephen's coat while he was getting stoned. Yet in the middle of Acts, that Paul, he's sharing the gospel to the Jews, and they get mad and they stone him. And it says that that in that time that they thought he was dead, so they drug him out of the city, and the disciples gathered around him. They were praying. It doesn't exactly say that, but when you gather around someone like that, they was most likely praying. And then you know what happens? Paul gets up, and they go back into town, that city. Wait till the next day, and he's sitting there proclaiming Jesus, and just sharing that there's going to be people that attack and blah blah, but just proclaim Jesus, and it wasn't abnormal. It was not normal that he got up unwounded from being stoned and go back in there not complaining at all, saying let's go, let's share the gospel, let's reach these people, because that's what the love of Christ does. And thank you for sharing, and have a great day.